don't you think Richard Hart will give us a time window?
That's actually a very interesting question, and I would want your take on that because there's two sides to it. And we had Johnny Chaos on, and he said he doesn't want the time frame because people are going to buy up Hex and then sell it once it launches for a copy, and it could lead to a dump. But on the other hand, there's this saying that it's good to get people to buy it up because that leads to a big pump, which is great marketing. So it could onboard a lot of people. I know a lot of people are onboarded by big payday. So there is a difference of opinion amongst the intellectuals in the community on the approach that should be taken. Should he just stealth launch it? So, there's a post pump, but obviously no hype leading up to it, and probably no dump. There's no sell the news, or should he give an anticipation for people to, get their affairs in order and get the liquid Hex they need for trading or whatever? What do you think?
I think it must be the second thing. I think he gives us a range, and it makes sense because it is fair. If you just launch it, then it would be not fair to all the liquidity providers, for example. It would also not be fair for us, so we cannot prepare for it, right? And do all the steps that we want to do. And it would also not be in the ideal of Richard Hart because then there would be no pump. And I'm pretty sure Richard Hart likes to have a pump because once you see green candles in crypto, more and more people are coming in and are buying, and this is exactly what we want. This is basically free marketing. So I don't see a scenario where it just launches like this and doesn't give anybody time to react. And you want to hit exactly the middle here, right? You don't want to give too much time where traders then can really play it, but you also want to give at least a little bit of time so the community can prepare, liquidity providers can prepare. So that's why I'm saying it will be a time range of a couple of days so everybody can be prepared and make their strategy. And this will lead up into two things. We are being prepared. We know what we are doing. And then also traders jumping on the bandwagon, bringing green candles, bringing the hype. The price goes up. Then the main net would launch, or the event will happen, and then the price goes down again. It's like this behavior we see in crypto over and over again. But look, the liquidity is not only about the Hex providers that provide Hex and USDC, Hex and Ethereum. It is also about everybody else who provides liquidity in other coins. Let's take Pulse Bitcoin, Pulse Dogecoin, ASIC, right? We have a big community that are providing liquidity there as well. And they're all hexagons. We have Hedron people that are providing a ton of liquidity, and they're all hexagons as well. And also for these people, you want to give them a notice so they can pull the liquidity so they don't get harvested, because at the end, these are all players then that will come over to Pulsechain and will help this ecosystem. And you want to be fair to all of these players in your new ecosystem, I believe. And that's my thesis for why we will have a little bit of a range where we can adapt and where we know it will happen this and this way.